Alright, hold up. I'm not doing the face cam for this video, so let's put up a picture real quick. Yeah, let's continue forth with the video. Yo, what's up, everybody? You already know it's Elam Abdullah, aka the Big Red Cloud. This is my physics project and my sports video about it. Shout out to boys Rex Fricka. You already know what it is. Yeah, let's get right into it.
How's it going? I'm professional shooting coach Colin Castelli here with NBA Playmakers, and welcome to Training Day, where I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you get the perfect arc on your jump shot.
Alright, so if we pause the video right here, we already know that if we're going to learn how to shoot a basketball, what's it going to be? It's going to be projectile motion, and that is because we're throwing a ball up in the air with a certain amount of force, however much you want, and it comes back down to the ground. It's in a parabola shape, and yeah.
Now shooting arc is incredibly important because if you can get optimized arc, you're mathematically gonna make more shots. So today what I'm gonna do is give you 3 tips that really help you dial that in. So tip number 1, we're gonna talk about your feet. If we can tilt our feet off to the side just slightly, that's actually gonna give you a lot better arc. So the thing you wanna think about is if my feet are squared to the basket, when I go to release, a lot of times that's gonna fire these shoulder muscles and it's gonna pull my release down, automatically giving the ball a lower trajectory, right? So what we wanna do to get optimized release is we wanna try to get my elbow above my eye and get that perfect arc towards the basket. So if I...
Alright guys, so pretty much what this guy's talking about right here is he's talking about the initial height of the release of the ball. So pretty much he's saying the higher up your arm is initially when you're shooting the ball, the higher the arc will be itself.
I tilt my feet just slightly, it unlocks these shoulder muscles at the top. So as I come up, now when I release, it automatically allows my body to come up just like this and get that perfect release every single time.
Adding on to what I was saying before, pretty much what this guy's saying is like through unlocking your shoulders, not only do you increase the initial height, but you also can increase your angle of trajectory. So instead of getting like a low straight shot, you get more of an arc on your shot, which allows it to go into the hoop a lot easier and a lot more often, you know.
So tip number 1, tilt those feet. Everybody's gonna be a little different. You might need a big tilt, you might need a small tilt, you might need somewhere in between, but once you do that, it's gonna unlock those shoulder muscles and give you perfect arc.
Alright guys, so we can actually cover a lot of things from this example given from the video. First we can talk about friction. Obviously, you can see that little side step he does. Friction is applied when he jumps and he lands back on the ground. That force is applied back on his foot, stopping him, and he takes the shot, obviously. Alright, so we can also cover all of Newton's laws here. So if we're talking about Newton's first law and we exclude friction and air resistance, once he throws that ball, whichever direction he throws it in, it's going at that same speed in that same direction forever until something hits it. We can apply Newton's second law here by mentioning that depending on the force applied on the ball and the mass of the ball, the acceleration of the ball changes. And for Newton's third law, we already kind of went over it, talking about the friction of the guy's shoe with the court. But we can also mention that when he shoots the ball and the ball hits the rim, it hits the back of the rim, but it goes in front of the hoop. And that's because when it hits the back of the rim applies an equal and opposite force on the ball and launches back out in front of the hoop. Alright guys, so for the rest of the video, the guy pretty much says the same stuff over and over again. So I took a nice little short video. I'm going to use that to go over the rest of what I have to say. Alright guys, so now we have our wondrous slide over here dribbling the ball, and we're going to use this little short clip to go over conservation of energy, potential energy, and kinetic energy. Alright guys, so we do have kinetic energy here. That is because obviously the object is in motion, and because of that we have kinetic energy, and it's as simple as that. Alright guys, so we do have gravitational potential energy here, and that is because gravitational potential energy is pretty much just the energy stored within an object due to its location relative to something else. And here it would be the basketball relative to the ground, and because of that we do have gravitational potential energy because every time he dribbles the ball comes off of the ground. And finally, we do have conservation of energy. Conservation of energy is pretty much just maintaining that total sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. And as you can see, every time he dribbles the ball, it raises up. And as it raises up, it gains more gravitational potential energy, but it loses some kinetic. And as it falls back down, it gains kinetic, but loses gravitational potential.
All right, don't forget, hit the subscription down below and turn on post notifications to get all of our NBA Playmakers content, because me and a bunch of other creators are making some fire stuff that you're not going to want to miss. Then head to the comment section down below and let us know what you want to see next, and hopefully I'll get to it.
All right, you guys heard the guy. You got to drop a sub right now. Right now. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next physics project.